Jay was just, they punked us. We played soft as tissue. That third quarter, they took advantage of every little thing that they could have. And with a good team like that, you can't have that happen. So whoever's playing, whether Jay's out, Kelly's back, they punked us. That was basically what it was. They were the tougher team, no question. The season's not based on 68 games, 69 games. It's a full 82, especially in the Eastern Conference. A few games can have you down in the standings. So we gotta figure it out and show mental toughness on Friday. I mean, Toronto's a great team. They're one of the best teams in the NBA, and they're not just gonna give us a game. Got to get that chip back on our shoulders. Not saying we lost it, but tonight we took a step back.
The Celtics blow it. Oof, they got destroyed in this one. 130-109 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's break this one down for you here on the Garden Report, not the Gadden Report, powered by SeatGeek on CLNS Radio and Celtics Blog.
Yes, I'm the boss.
Welcome to the show. I am Jared Weiss. I'm joined, as always, or never, by Samuel Packard of WEEI. We co-host the WEEI Celtics podcast, powered by CLNS Radio, where you can find it on iTunes and Stitcher. Go subscribe there, and I hope you're subscribed to this show already. Let's talk about this game, or we could just demonstrate it with horror in our eyes, because, oh my goodness, they were terrible in this one. And I know that they only lost by 21, but they kind of lost this game by like a million, as far as the emotional part of the game is concerned. That was a terrible analogy. But my point is,
fair.
They missed Jay Crowder. They missed Jay Crowder so badly tonight. They start with Marcus Smart trying to guard Kevin Durant. They do the same thing that the Pacers did with Paul George, where they put him in the post immediately, and that was not a problem for Kevin Durant whatsoever. And that kind of set the tone, because as Brad Stevens said after the game, they didn't just fall into that. They were able to get everybody else going. Celtics just couldn't stop anything, especially in the second half.
Yeah, KD comes out and scores the first 7 points of the game. Oh, then Russell Westbrook scores the next 6 points. Then KD scores some more points. Eventually they have a 10-point lead. You think somewhat time at halftime that, or they went into the half only down 11, and you thought maybe the Celtics could stay in this game. They're making some noise. And then it completely fell apart in the third quarter. And you're right, it wasn't just Kevin Durant in the post, and it wasn't just Russell Westbrook on drives. It was really pretty much everything. Durant had 9 assists. People like Randy Foye were making threes. Dion Waiters came back to make a couple threes. Enes Kanter comes and dominates the paint. There's really just nothing the Celtics could do on defense to stop the attack of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Enes Kanter even took a 3 in this game. That's how bad the Celtics were.
Sign.
And Enes Kanter was phenomenal for Oklahoma. He had 7 offensive rebounds in this one. He was just so effective in the low post. He was throwing people out of the way like they weren't even there. I mean, he looked like a 12th grader playing against a middle school team.
It was a 42-point third quarter. That is atrocious. I think it's the most points they've given up in any quarter this season. And you just saw the life come out of the building. Fans were resorting to chanting about "come to Boston" during Kevin Durant free throws. It was just a sad night.
Those weren't for Andre Roberson? I thought
they were for Andre Roberson. They were also for Kyle Singler, just because he's a very, very white individual, and I feel like he'd fit in with this city quite well.
He's a ghost almost out there.
Definitely.
Both in his play and his appearance. But he actually had some nice plays tonight. He had 8 points. A guy that was touted as the worst player in the NBA earlier this year actually was pretty solid tonight. It was just another example of that fact that everybody on the Thunder had a good game. I'm looking down the list, and like Dion Waiters is the only guy I thought that was mediocre tonight. And he's Dion Waiters, so that was a normal game.
That's great.
That was the classic Dion Waiters there.
He made like a 27-foot three, and like that's what all you ask for Dion Waiters is some irrational confidence scoring.
I mean, that's why he's basically Jamal Crawford B- version. But going back to their big stars, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, they combined for 52 points. They only played about 55 or 56 minutes. Their efficiency was great, even if Durant went 9 for 19 because he missed a couple threes there. He was incredible for most of the game. And Westbrook scored every single time they gave him the ball.
And Durant was an amazing plus 30 in only 30 minutes on the floor, which is, I think, the highest number I've seen this season. There really just was no stopping them. And then when the Celtics did crowd the paint to try and stop them, they found open shooters who knocked shots down. There's really nothing the Celtics could do. Marcus Smart didn't have an answer. Evan Turner didn't have an answer. James Young definitely didn't have an answer. Brad Stevens was just poop out of luck.
All right. Well, Kevin Durant hit a lot of great shots, and thank you for saying poop out of luck. It's very appropriate of you. So let's go to the Grandstand play of the game. Grandstand for fans in the stands. Download the Grandstand app at clnsradio.com/Grandstand app. Let's see Kevin Durant knock one down.
KD, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. KD, show me what you got. Show me what you got.
We have a lot of positive guys. Trying to keep everyone up, including myself. I'm trying to keep everyone positive and just focus on the next game. We know Toronto's a very good team, and we know that we're going to have to play better than this than what we played tonight in order to beat those guys.